prestigious rock festival. Now tonight we are making our annual trek to Donington Monsters of Rock, bringing you all the festivities from 1994. You know the format: interviews, live performances, all the backstage action. Now for the first time in its 14-year history, Donington is being played out on 2 stages. The new talent stage provides a showcase for the Wildhearts headliners Terrorvision, Skin, Biohazard, Cry of Love and Headswim, while the main stage lines up with Pride and Glory, Therapy, Sepultura, Pantera, Extreme and the one and only headliners Aerosmith. 9 hours of the best music the world has to offer. We're going to cram maximum metal into every minute from Donington Monsters of Rock 94. This is Headbangers Ball.
Generals gather in the masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer, that's construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, yeah, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah. Darkness world stops turning, ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. On the knees, the war pigs calling, begging mercies for their sins. Yeah! Satan laughing spreads his wings. Sing it!
It's raining, it's a little bit cold, the lukewarm beer is beginning to flow, but we've got 9 hours of great live music. It can only be Donington Monsters of Rock 1994. This is Headbangers Ball coverage of the festivities, bringing you interviews, live performances, all the action, and we're going to start with the band who have the task of opening up the 94 festivities, and that is Pride and Glory, the band formed by former Ozzy Osbourne guitarist Zakk Wylde. As you can see, Zack's here. We've got James Lomenzo, bassist with the band. Of course, you know him from White Lion. And how are you guys doing? Welcome to MTV. How are you?
Doing very good, and we can't wait to get up there. That's all I gotta say.
We're all warmed up and ready to go.
Yeah, Zack's got the right spirit for Donington. Well, actually, Zakk, if I can start with you, it has to be said, you are no stranger to pressure. You've played with Ozzy Osbourne for 6 years all over the world. But, you know, opening up Donington with a new band, the band, you know, that you formed yourself, is quite a challenge. And I'm just wondering, how are you going to approach today?
I don't know. I don't know. No, I just,
Drink lots of beer.
Yeah. I don't know, you know, just go up there and have a good time, man. I mean, that's the only reason why everybody's here, right? I mean, you know, hell, if you ain't doing that, don't bother showing up, man, you know. So that's easy. Just get up there and play. Shut the hell up and get your fat ass up there and play, man. That's all you got to do, you know.
Because you've got 40 minutes to do your thing, and quite frankly, when I've seen you play your warm-up show, you were playing like 2.5, 3 hours. So how do you just got to condense that all down and just like really go for it?
We have our tour manager walks by the front of the stage with a sickle and a death mask on, and he goes, "Get up the stage now, do it."
Well, we only do one song now. That's all it is. So you just cut it down.
It's a good one, though, I promise.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about sort of the formation of the band, because your time with Ozzy obviously didn't really influence you musically, Zakk, but he still must be like a massive inspiration to you.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Ozzy's the coolest, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know, me doing my own thing is kind of like, you know, when you move out of your mom and dad's house, you know? It's like time to get a job, you know what I'm saying? So, no, but you still love your folks and you go back for the holidays, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I still talk to Ozzy all the time, man. So, actually, he was going to be coming down here. He had to head over to the States, so, you know, Sharon will be down. So,
cool.
Yeah.
So you've still got their support, which is great.
Yeah.
Now, why did you opt for a band situation rather than kind of just going as a solo artist?
Because, I don't know, I think egotistical dickheads, I don't want to be one of them. So, you know what I mean? I just figured it's a band, man. You know what I mean? I don't need my name up there, so, you know.
Pride and Glory, as we've been saying. But why, I was just wondering really if you had a clear vision of Pride and Glory, or if it was something that you wanted to get the members together and let the chemistry kind of really make the band happen.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, you have a vision for what you kind of want it to be, but I mean, if you're gonna sit around and dissect it, you know, I mean, it ends up sounding so damn contrived. It's just pathetic, man. You know, so. No, we just had a bunch of tunes, just go in and record them, and whatever happens, happens, you know what I mean? That's pretty much, you know, the hell, why, you know, life's too short and too hard, man, so why even bother, you know, doing any thinking, just play, man.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
So, James, how long have you known Zakk, and how did you get involved with the band?
Well, we were touring together about 3 years ago when we were opening up for Ozzy with White Lion. And we just started going out and drinking and then playing. And then,
you got the order that way around.
The order especially, yeah. So just kind of stuck all this time, you know. So when we were in Los Angeles, we used to hang out and go out to bars. I didn't mean that. No, when we were in LA, we used to just go and hang out all the time and kind of carry it on. So it just got this far. Now it's gone too far. It's gone too far, Wild.
And here you are at Donington 94.
Oh, man, I can't believe it. This is great. Yeah. Hey.
This is killer. No, because Ozzy always said this is like the coolest place to play.
Definitely.
But we we never ended up playing it. You know, I mean, he's played here before, but I mean, I wasn't around then. I was working at the gas station and shit. You know what I mean? So well, here we are finally.
Good. Well, good for you. Well, it's kind of no secret that you've been influenced musically a lot by Lynyrd Skynyrd and the Allman Brothers and so on. But it seems to me that you've also kind of adopted the ethics of those bands in respect of kind of attitude, kind of an organic sound, and having fun and just jamming, really.
Yeah. No, it's like I was saying before. Shut up and get your fat ass up on the stage, man. That's that's the bottom line, man. It's that simple. You know what I mean?
So what's the most satisfying thing about being in Pride and Glory to you?
Well, when we get a beer endorsement, I'll let you know. You know what I mean? That'll probably be my crowning musical achievement. So, it hasn't happened yet, so I'll have to let you know next time.
Okay. Well, very good luck today, for sure. And I just want to quickly finish off now by asking you what your plans are, really, for the next few months.
Just jamming and playing, man. I think we're gonna be up around here till like the end of July, I think it is, or something.
Yeah, we'll move out of the general area, but we're doing the yo-yo tour. We'll probably go back up to Sweden any minute again, right?
Just, anywhere that'll have us, man. And then we're gonna go over to the States, play with the Allman Brothers for about 3 weeks or so, and then do some dates without Pantera.
Fantastic.
Yep, and just hang out. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we'll be playing. So I mean, you can't complain about that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining me on Headbangers Ball, and I do wish you all the luck, because I've seen you play and you're a fantastic live band, and there's a great chemistry between these guys, and they just like break into a jam just almost telepathically, I think you can say.
Very
It'll be a short one today.
And you're going to be hearing more of Pride and Glory right now on Headbangers Ball. We are going to check out Pride and Glory live at Donington Monsters of Rock 1994. Here they are.
It's got me
Pride and Glory opening up Donington 94 in fine style. And up next on the Donington bill, another power trio all the way from Ireland. I'm very pleased to say hello to the first time on Headbangers Ball to Therapy. I've got Andy, Fife and Michael with me, and very nice to see you guys. And on stage a little bit earlier today, how did things go?
Yeah, it was really good. You know, we weren't really sure how we go over with the crowd and stuff, but yeah, we just did our usual therapy thing, and yeah, it worked out really good.
Yeah,
I was very pleased.
You've just done so much touring recently, haven't you? You've been out on the road with Rollins in the States, and he's just like such a fantastic person. Did you really enjoy that and find it very inspirational?
Oh, completely. I mean, the way he just like lives his life, and he has like his whole life dedicated to what he does, and he doesn't give anyone any trouble, and he commands respect, but he gives respect back. So
definitely.
Honestly, there should be more people in the music business like Henry Rollins.
Definitely, he is. He's fantastic. And you mentioned that you're quite a different kind of band to be on stage at Donington. One of the kind of more alternative bands. Do you think it's important? I'll ask Fife this. Do you think it's important for Donington to expand its horizons to do well in the future and to bring in new talent and new bands?
Absolutely, I think it's very healthy that there's so many. There's such a cross section of bands playing it, and it's great to see that. I hope it maintains that in the future.
It's a good reflection of the current scene as well, isn't it? Because there's just like every type of band on here today.
Yeah, I mean, the music's getting a bit more adventurous, not just getting trapped down into the bog standard kind of cliches which people always take the piss out of in rock music.
Yeah.
And I think now it's being used as a really good expressive form and a really good artistic form, which it hadn't been for a long time. So that sounded pretentious.
That's a good thing. Good thing. Now, as I said, you guys, you've been out on the road so much. You just seem to be one of the hardest working bands at the moment. You've got done Donington, obviously. You've got Glastonbury, Reading coming up, which is like to have those three big festivals is like fantastic anyway. But I'm just wondering, how do you kind of cope with just being on the road all the time? Do you have to get into like a routine or what?
Yeah, you sort of your body adapts to a certain way of moving, and you really know what kind of things you shouldn't do and how you should behave and stuff. But it's really just, I think it's because we all enjoy touring and we all enjoy playing and we all love music, that it's like one big huge holiday, and like we're all having the time of our lives. So I mean, I think if it ever stops being that, then we're going to stop doing it. But at the minute, like we feel really grateful to be in the position we're in.
Great. And I mean, do you enjoy playing festivals? I mean, because you've had quite a bit of experience now, as well as going into like more intimate clubs.
Yeah, I really enjoy it because our attitude is most of the crowd are wasted anyway, so we just go on and have a good time and enjoy ourselves. It's no pressure, just enjoy the day. It's great.
Well, you certainly did brilliantly today from what I saw. Well done. So we're going to talk to Therapy a little bit more, but let's see what we have been talking about. Here they are live on stage at Donington 94.
Close your eyes and see what you have inside. I think I've gone insane. Can't remember my own name. I think I've gone insane. Now the dream is gone. Your precious tell you lies. Then you realize you're gonna die anyway. I think I've gone insane. Can't remember my own name. I think I've gone insane. Can't remember my own name. I think I've gone insane. Can't remember my own name. I think I've gone insane. Lost in a world with no reality. I'm fighting to move, I'm fighting to speak, and can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Well, as you can see, all three members of Therapy are still with me on the Headbangers Ball Donington Monsters of Rock special. We are chilling out backstage after their show. And actually, I want to move on now to talk about Trouble Gum, because this is the first time I've really spoken to you guys in person on the show. And it's kind of lyrically seems that the album has a lot to do with teenage angst. So I was just wondering, did you kind of get a lot of things out of your system through writing and recording that album?
Well, the reason that the lyrics or that kind of content was that it was written as a kind of like bubblegum metal punk kind of album. And the best catching themes for the soul are like teenage angst, and a lot of things that happen to me. I mean, not all of it's like biographical, but no, we got an awful lot of kind of in-your-face things. The music was pretty much 3 chords fit to the board, and we wanted to make the lyrics the same kind of hard-hitting thing. But yeah, I mean, it's teenage angst, but there's an awful lot of black humour in there, which people sometimes miss. You know, we're not all like completely serious psychopaths or anything like that. We just like letting out the sulphur in the basement of your soul.
Definitely. Well, I have read some articles where you were talking about the things that kind of inspired the songs, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to those. I mean, I certainly could, of the kind of things going through when you're growing up and you're very confused about life.
Yeah, I mean, completely. I mean, that was the worst time of my life, coming to terms with what I was and what I wanted to be. And I mean, I get letters now from people saying that, you know, songs like Stop It, You're Killing Me and songs like Trigger and Sign stuff have inspired me to keep going, because, you know, I think the line One in the Eye from the Beautiful People from Trigger and Sight got a lot of people writing in. You know, I mean, if I can inspire one person to form a band, that means more to me than selling like 10,000 records.
Brilliant. Yeah. And look at you now here at Donington 94.
Yeah, I've had the time of my life. Yeah.
Fantastic achievement. Well done to all of you. It really is. Well, I haven't finished yet. I'm still carrying on here. Now, it is well documented that the three of you you're all completely different influences, and I remember Andy saying in another interview that you're kind of like all pulling apart from each other. But you know, even though you've got different influences, somebody or one of you must have exerted a lot of control to pull those influences all together and make it work as a band.
Yeah, I think in the past there's like 3 people, you know, pulling separate ways, and I think we probably didn't really, you know, have the impact as we could have had, because we were like pulling off in different directions. But I think, yeah, you know, we sort of have gone one way together for Trouble Gum anyway. So we'll see what happens after that.
Good. And very, very quickly, Ozzy Osbourne, he's done the Iron Man cover with you. How did that come about?
We got a fax in Europe one day from Concrete Stroke Sony Records saying they wanted us to record with Ozzy. So we thought it was someone winding us up. And our management phoned Sharon Osbourne, and it was true, and he wanted us to do Iron Man. So we recorded all the music with Chris Tangarides in London, and then me and Michael flew over, whenever we were on tour in America, to like Los Angeles and did the vocals with Ozzy. And he's a really sweet guy. We had a good fun. It was all done very, very quickly.
Good experience.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That was Therapy, Donington Monsters of Rock 94. Of course, you're playing Glastonbury and Reading, so you've got... Oh, you're not? Oh, false information.
Vicious rumour.
Phoenix and Reading.
Phoenix and Reading, I'm sorry. Phoenix and Reading, there you go. And catch the guys a lot more out on the road in Europe at these big festivals. Thank you very much. We're going to see some more Therapy live right now. Then we're going into our first commercial break. After that, we're going to be moving up the bill, and I'll be talking to Max and Andreas from Sepultura. But taking us into the break, here are Therapy live.
You wouldn't wear a tie. Staring at some pictures by yourself. Something that you wanna have and will never get. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. You get drunk every night. Get drunk on life. Shouting at the world you'll never take. But it's what's inside you've got to rearrange. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. kicked you out. You couldn't give a fuck. Making up for what you'll never have. Losing every single thing you've ever had. Going nowhere. 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 You're going nowhere. I'm from Donington for family. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It is the Headbangers Ball Donington Monsters of Rock special for 1994, bringing you all the action and some of the backstage festivities as well. And right now I'm joined by John from Pitch Shifter, who you may remember we met up with in Chicago on the Carcass tour a few weeks ago, in fact. So John, how are you, and what have you been up to recently?
We're all cool. America was killer. 2 months of death. It was a lot of driving. We just did some gigs in the UK. We're going to do 3 gigs in Ireland, and we're just trying to jam out a new LP at the moment.
Yeah, so I heard and I understand that you're going to have hopefully some special people doing remixes and so on with you.
Yeah, well, we're toying with it. I don't want to drop any names really at the moment. I'll leave it as a surprise.
But it might be one of the bands playing on the small stage, the New Talent stage, who come from New York City. There's a clue for you. So what do you think of the lineup here today at Donington 94?
I think it's about time that some louder bands got to play Donington, you know, like Biohazard and Sepultura and Pantera before. It's always been more the classic stuff. And if you look around at the t-shirts that kids are wearing, that's what they're wearing, so it's obviously right, you know.
I mean, Donington has this reputation as being the most prestigious rock festival in the whole of Europe, so I'm just wondering what are your thoughts on the New Talent stage? Do you think that's a positive thing, or do you think Donington should be kept for the really big names in rock?
Definitely a positive thing. It's always moving forward, you know, it's not like hedging its bets with the big bands that they know that everyone's going to come and see. Obviously bands like us and Biohazard and Sepultura, obviously us more, we need a break, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think Aerosmith really need a break.
That's true. That's true. So how are you going to be spending the rest of your day?
I'm going to
Getting wet.
Yeah, I caught a few tracks of Biohazard. I'm going to go and see Pantera, obviously, and Sepultura, although I saw them when we were in the States.
Yep.
And maybe one track of Aerosmith, if it's not raining too much and people haven't been throwing too many cans at each other.
Okay, well, in fact, John, you're going to tell us what's coming up next on the show right now. What's coming up for us?
Right, you're watching MTV. This next track is Sepultura.
You're Donington with Sepultura from Brazil. Territory. Motherfucker.
Hi there and welcome back to Headbangers Ball. It may be raining, but we are not going to let that dampen the festivities of our coverage of Donington Monsters of Rock 1994. And up next on the show, I'm joined by the most extreme band to take to the Donington stage since Slayer. And that, of course, is my old friends Sepultura. I've got Max and Andreas with me. Always a pleasure to see you guys. And how are you doing?
We're doing good. We arrived Wednesday. We've been kind of nervous for this show. It's like a flashback from Rock in Rio.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a lot of people and it's in England. So I hope everything goes well. We're pretty excited.
Absolutely, and I think you've got a few surprises in store today. We'll talk about that in a moment. Andreas, really, could you fill us in on what you've been up to since we last hooked up with you for Concert Chaos in Portugal?
Yeah, we finished that tour in Europe. And then we came to America to do like a week before Christmas with Fudge Tunnel in America. Then we did Hollywood Rock in Brazil, big festival there in January. And we just came back from South America for 3 weeks. We did Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and Brazil, just only one show. And now we're here doing this festival, and we have a tour with Pantera and Biohazard in America for almost 3 months now in the summer.
So you've been clocking up those miles as Sepultura do. Now you are no strangers to playing big festivals, but
That doesn't mean we're comfortable with.
I know, but do you regard Donington as something a bit special?
Yeah.
Definitely. What have you heard about it?
Well, since we grow up as kids, it was like always in magazines, and our favorite bands play, from the past, Iron Maiden, Ozzy,
Cool.
and we were kids and we're like, you can never tell we're playing this, it's still. You gotta punch himself and to make you believe that you are on the bill. But it's great. I think we came a long way. Work really hard, and for me, it's a really honor to be on this festival. And we always like England also. It's like since the first show in the Marquee to everywhere we've been in England, it's always been really great for us. The fans here always been really killer. So I think it's gonna be good.
Well, you definitely deserve to be here, and I'm very glad to see you here. Now, we'll talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing on stage at Donington, because, as I said, a few surprises. One of them is that you are going to be playing your kind of highly acclaimed acoustic ballad, Keovas, and is that for the first time in Europe?
Yeah.
What are you going to be, you're going to have some like drums up on the front of the stage and just really going for it?
Yeah, actually it's not acoustic. We didn't want to put the crowd to sleep.
Oh.
so we redo it. Now with distortion and a lot of drums.
Brilliant.
And it's pretty much as heavy as the other songs, maybe heavier because it's more weird.
Explore more of the percussion part of the song because it's a live situation, so it's more stronger and sounds very different, but still Kaiovas, but stronger.
I think we are going to be seeing a little bit of Keovas live in just a moment. But Andreas, what are your kind of likes and dislikes of playing a big festival like this?
I don't know, mainly probably the equipment, but that doesn't matter. If the crowd is really strong and really support, we forget about the problems on stage and we just remember about the good stuff. That was the first Rock in Rio, the only Rock in Rio we did. Sounds like shit on stage, but the crowd was wonderful. So we always remember Rock in Rio as a good thing would happen with us, And I think today here is going to be the same, I think the crowd's very supportive. A lot of Sepultura shirts I've seen already, so we're ready.
Do you approach a show like this any differently to just like a regular club gig?
It is different because the whole atmosphere is different. It's not really about contact with the kids because you don't have really contact, but it's about a big mass of people. And you gotta substitute the barrier, the space between you and the people there, from energy that gotta come from kind of far away. It's weird to explain, but we like to do both.
But do you find that you have to kind of feed off the energy of each other on stage a lot more because there is that big barrier between you and the crowd?
Yeah, I think so. We try to think in different ways to keep the energy up and not think about the shit what happened we don't like. And most of the time we very happy after the show because show went good and stuff, and the crowd was not like disappointed with the band and stuff, so it's cool.
Okay, well, we'll talk to Max and Andreas some more in just a moment, but right now we are going to show you some more Sepultura live on stage at Donington 1994. Well, Sepultura have proved to be one of the most popular bands on Headbangers Ball this year, and rightly so. So I'm sure you're just as glad as I am to see them here at Donington 94. We'll talk some more to Max and Andreas, and I'd like to actually just talk now about the new single, Slave New World, because we've been playing the video quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. Obviously co-written with Evan from Biohazard, and third and final single from Chaos AD. And I was just wondering, was it important that the concept of the video apply on both like a global and personal level as the song does?
Well, I think once we're not really a band that's like that kind of single stuff that much, but in the end everybody does that, and Roadrunner was kind of like they'll be really pleased if we let them do singles, so we decided to do it. Then once you're gonna do it, you might as well do the best you can. That's why we record all those songs, and we work real close to the artwork to make sure we give to the people something that they can enjoy as well, not just put anything out that they're just gonna spend their money and be a rip-off,
Of course, but the first two videos, Andreas, were kind of what I would describe as real, dealing with everyday kind of things going on in the real world. But Slave New World, it's kind of more of a like gets you in the head, doesn't it?
It's more about the future, and without trying to show the state of situation without any time to choose or something like that, And it's like the tattoo Igor did, and he's on the cover of the single with the barcode. So you don't have to show passport, nothing, but you just pass that, and they know everything about your life and stuff like that. So it's the kind of situation that happens some places in the world, and it happened before, like in Brazil and stuff. But
like
just to be aware,
become a product,
Yeah.
And it's like we all if you think about it, it's something that we all should be afraid of, because that will affect everybody. It will affect music in a way. Like in the future, for example, people are gonna have to show ID and write a whole questionnaire of questions to buy their favorite album. If it keeps going like this with this whole censorship thing, that's like it's totally ridiculous.
So Big Brother is watching you.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Like in the future, we make a little futuristic premonition that can be as bad as the video.
Yes.
In a way of being bad for people to live. Nobody in the video is really happy.
No.
All the people is really depressed, and it's like a society that's it's like commanding you. You be a slave new world.
It's very, very effective, the video, and you'll be seeing it again on Headbangers Ball very soon. Of course, we're only playing live performances in this show, but I know you don't mind that. Now, Max, we've talked so much about Chaos AD over the past few months, and it is a very very angry lyrics, and I was just wondering, I was sort of sitting back and reflecting on it last night, and how did you write those lyrics without trying to sound like whinging, and was that difficult?
Yeah, I think it comes out of us naturally, but I seen reviews sometimes that people think that why is these people so pissed off, or whatever. Don't bug me because they don't understand. But it's all real. It's stuff that we feel, and because you're from Brazil, from a third world, we're probably the only third world band that can be doing all this right now. We feel the urge to let people know what's going on with the worst part of the world.
Well, you guys can definitely tell it the way it really is, having seen what goes on in Brazil, for sure. Now, we know that you're going to be going out on the road in the States with Pantera, which will be fantastic. So I'm just wondering, any other plans? Have you written any new material, or you're going to be doing like a live home video or anything like that in the future?
We have recorded some live shows in the last American tour, and we're mixing some stuff, and probably we release something live, but we don't know yet in which kind of form and stuff like that. And probably we'll be back in Europe to do places like we did on the last part of the tour. And
you're doing some shows with the Obituary, aren't you?
The what?
You're doing some shows with the Obituary in Germany? Yeah.
Germany, some festivals, and Henry Rollins too.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad it continues to go well for you guys, and I'm so thrilled to see you here at Donington, as I said. And once again, I'll wish you the very, very best of luck, and say thank you to both of you for joining me here on Headbangers Ball. Right now we're moving on up the bill and we're going to go into some live performance from the next band up, and that is Pantera. The Cowboys from Hell are coming up live right now, and then after that we will be meeting up with them to talk to them too. So stay tuned as the Headbangers Ball Donington Monsters of Rock special continues. Here's Pantera live.
The song is called Slaughtered!
Well, while Therapy rock it up on stage, Pantera are preparing to get far beyond driven for their appearance at Donington 94. And as you can see, I'm joined by Vinny and Dimebag, and I'm very pleased to see you guys again. And I must say, first of all, congratulations for your #1 album, Far Beyond Driven, in America. Fantastic achievement. Well done.
Thank you very much. You know, it just proves that 4 years of non-stop touring for the last 2 albums, we've really developed a loyal fan base, and they went out and made the record #1, and we appreciate the fans. Did well here in the UK too.
It did.
Very well.
It did indeed. We love it.
Thank you.
And you're here at Donington 94, and I'm very glad to see you guys here, definitely adding some much needed heaviness to the bill. But we'll backtrack a little bit because you have been touring the States for the album Far Beyond Driven. I was just wondering, how did the dates go and how did they serve as a preparation for Donington?
Well, we just took off and had to get it together because we started fresh, you know, from sitting around doing the record in the studio. Everything came together good. Just did Japan, stopped in, did Hawaii, had a little small vacation, and
Here we are.
We're psyched for it, man. You know,
looking forward to it. This is the only European date till September.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully it'll tie the people over till we get back.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you feel about having to present the new material from Far Beyond Driven in a festival environment?
Well, we're going to mix it up. We're going to do a lot of the stuff off of Vulgar, a lot of stuff off of Cowboys, and some of the new stuff. Obviously, if it was a headline situation and we knew it was our audience, we'd do a lot more of the new stuff because they would know it. But right now, you know, we're going to do the stuff that we feel like the people know the best, break them in on some of the new stuff, and then when we come back in September, we'll give you a full dose of Far Beyond Driven.
yeah.
I like the sound of that. Now, Donington does have this amazing reputation for being the most prestigious metal event in Europe, and I was just wondering, what does it really mean to you guys coming from America? What stories had you heard before you came over?
All sorts of stuff, man. It's like, you know, we did Russia, and that was the biggest thing so far for us, and then we heard all about this. I've been hearing about this since I was like 10 years old, so just gonna go with it. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you don't realize the magnitude of it till you're done with it,
Yeah.
you know, because when you're on stage, it's just a show and you want to make sure you're
Adrenaline, man.
kicking. Then when it's over and you see it all back on videotape, you go, wow, there it was, you know, another major event, you know.
Yeah, because you mentioned there that you did play the Monsters in Moscow in '91, which must have been like a fantastic experience, and I'm sure you've got many good memories from that. But what kind of experiences did you have there, and what did you learn from that you'll be putting into good use today?
Go straight with it, man.
And that
Watch out for the piss jugs.
hard rock, and English is the universal language for hard rock. You know, we played in Russian, nobody understood a word we said, but the music, they got it, you know, and that's great. That's one of the things we learned, definitely.
And I mean, another fantastic thing about Far Beyond Driven is that you've achieved the success completely without compromising. You've never compromised along the way, so that must just make it so just all the more satisfying.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You said it in a nutshell.
You said it.
I mean, you know, a lot of people thought after Vulgar Display of Power, there's no way we could top the record. We'd commercialize the sound, sell out, you know, to sell 4 million records overnight. No way. We made this record for you, the fans, and for ourselves, and that's it, man.
Right.
Totally uncompromised.
Okay, well, we will talk to Vinny and Dimebag some more very, very shortly, but right now we are going to check out Pantera live on stage at Donington Monsters of Rock 94. Check this out.
We're standing up.
Hell are still with me backstage at Donington 94. Vinny and Dimebag are here. We're talking some more about Far Beyond Driven, and we have been talking about the success of the new record. But with success, as I'm sure you're beginning to realise now, come a whole new different set of pressures. Now, what are your experiences of those, and how are you dealing with them?
Well, obviously, more people want to be around you. More people want to come to the shows. More people want to do interviews. More people want to hang. They want a piece of what's going on more and more. And you just, you get less and less time to spend with each person. So that makes it really difficult in a way that, you can't be as personal as you want to. But we do our best to stay totally down to earth. None of us have changed. Just the circumstances around us. And, we'll give everybody as much time as we can, without taking every bit of time away from ourselves,
Try to spend the time off, for yourself a little more, hanging out, doing some stuff away from just, huge crowds and hanging out all the time. That's what I've been into lately, and of course drinking some cold beer.
Of course, that goes without saying. And I guess Phil, as the focal point of the band, also, I'm sure he's beginning to realise that people are now kind of looking at you under a microscope and analysing everything that you say and do.
Yeah. Well, it's people have done it before, but now there's new people doing it. People in, larger syndications or TV shows and stuff, and they get a very misconception of the band because they take a brief look at it and they make their judgments real quick without really studying and finding out what we're really like, so that's kind of a bummer, but hey, too bad.
We ain't no different now than we were 5 years ago. Oh, what is that necklace you're wearing?
Right.
Ain't nothing happening.
And I think it's great if you can rely on the friendships within the band as well, just so that you always know, keep your feet on the ground and stand together.
Right. This is a band, that's the most important thing about it. It takes all four of us to do what we do. We all four write the songs. We all four participate in all of it. And I think that's one of the things that the audience really likes when they come see us. They know he's going to be playing guitar. It ain't somebody else, It's not like we're going to hire somebody next week or there's going to be a different singer or somebody up there. It's Pantera, the four guys that you know now.
Yeah, the four guys we know and love here at Headbangers Ball. Now, you guys, you're one of the few bands, and this is something else that I really admire you for, you're one of the few bands that actually stand up and say, we are heavy metal, because that seems to be a real uncool thing to say at the moment. Now, I just think that's all part of the honesty of the band, that you're prepared to stand up and be counted.
Well, you can hear our stuff, you can hear one note and it's Pantera. We grew up on, heavy metal roots, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, British Steel,
English metal, the English, the good old stuff, Iron Maiden, all that good stuff, man.
All the bands that have played here, in fact.
There you go.
Back to the categorizing stuff, though, whatever.
Those are our roots, those are our roots, and that's what we are, It's kind of cool to claim you're something else. Alternative's in right now. It's really cool to claim your alternative. You get a built-in audience when you claim that, but, we're heavy metal, and we're not ashamed to say it. That's what we do.
Good. Now, we'll talk a little bit quickly about the current single, 5 Minutes Alone, and there is a fantastic video which you saw on Headbangers Ball last week, and I really like all the guitar, the strings bending. That's very good.
That's your boy's concept right there, his concept.
Now, why you included some badges with that single to make it ineligible to be included on charts. Now, why did you do that?
Now, what did we include? Oh, the badge. Oh.
No, on the single format, there were some badges included.
Oh, there's actually some badges?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We didn't even know about it.
Hey, wait a minute. We live in the United States. We don't know nothing about what the record company does over here. Fill me in.
It was made it ineligible for inclusion on the charts, so I just wondered if there was some kind of important statement there.
Ineligible? Nah, I don't know. As long as people like it, that's all that matters.
But The Badge is your cover version of the Poison Idea classic, which is on The Crow, which is #1 album in America this week as well.
We've had two #1 records this year.
So whose idea was to do that?
Phil's idea.
Yeah.
It's like on his jam tape that we warm up to backstage, and he said, man, we got to cover that song. I listened to it, and I said, we could do that,
It's got a real good old punk hardcore vibe to it. We did that whole thing in about 6 hours. Knocked it out, left it raw and straight up, and it's cool.
Engineered and mixed the whole thing.
It was fun.
Do it and get out.
We did it, and it's done. We might even start doing it in the set since the record's actually doing good.
I'd like to, man. A lot of kids said a lot of stuff about it,
Okay. Well, you mentioned there, I think, that you're coming back to Europe in September. That's going to be a headlining scenario.
Yeah. When we leave here, we do our first arena headline tour in the States. We've got Sepultura, Biohazard, and Prong supporting us. awesome bill. When we come back to Europe in September, hopefully we'll be able to bring something equally as strong. I know we're doing a couple festivals in Germany and maybe one up in Holland or something like that. So look for us, September and October, all over Europe. Very extensive tour.
Excellent. Okay, well, you're about to go on stage in just half an hour or so. So final thoughts as you prepare for Donington Meltdown.
It's nice and rainy, it's nice and cold, but that ain't gonna slow us down. We're gonna get up there and heat this mother up.
Light it up! Go through it!
Those guys said it. Well, thanks very much to Vinny and Dimebag. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys, and well done on the record. Well deserved indeed. And we're going to see a little bit of Pantera live at Donington right now for you, and then after that we're going into another short break, and you should stay tuned because we're going to be very shortly bringing you all the action from the new talent stage headlined by the Wildhearts. So check out Pantera live at Donington and stay tuned for some new talent debuting here at Donington 94. See you later. You'll see these guys on tour in September. Good luck.
Thanks.
Never-ending pain. It's a waste of fucking time. You keep this love thing, no time, no joy. You keep this love first, no stop, no break. You keep this love, 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 love. You keep this love. Anymore. I got way too much money. Yeah! Love first, no time, no joy. You take this love first, no sport, no work. You take this love, 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 love. You take this fucking A. That's a badass sign. Half Pantera, half Sepultura.
Welcome back to the Headbangers Ball. This is our coverage of Donington Monsters of Rock 94, and we have been bringing you all the festivities from the main stage, but for the next part of tonight's show we are going to cross over to the new talent stage to bring you some of the highlights from there. Now, as I said earlier, this is the first time in its 14-year history that Donington has introduced a second stage, especially for new talent, and that featured, and I've got to remember this, that featured Headswim, Cry of Love, Terrorvision, headlined by the Wildhearts, also Biohazard, Skin, and right now I'm joined by Audley from Cry of Love, very appropriate person to tell us a little bit about the festivities on the new talent stage. So Audley, how did your set go with Cry of Love earlier today?
Well, I'm dry, and it was cool. It has a good time. Everything, I think all the bands went over well there. There's a lot of people. I heard between 15 and 20,000 for the second stage for everyone, and so it was a good time. It was fun.
So just to finish off, before we see the highlights of the second stage, what's Cry of Love going to be up to over the next few weeks?
We're going to be here. Let's see. This is Saturday, next Saturday, right? Okay, so we're going to be here for 2 more days. We've been in England actually for about 2.5 weeks. We did some festivals in Germany, and we're going to Denmark, and then we are going back to the States and doing a headline tour of the States after that. So.
Excellent. Good. Well, very good luck to you, and thank you for your views on the new talent stage. And right now, we're going to see Audley in action with Cry of Love. Some of the highlights from the new talent stage at Donington Monsters of Rock 94, and check out some bands that may end up on the main stage at Donington in a few years' time. There's some very cool new bands in this. Check it out.
I can't tell you about the Donington one. I don't think anyone can tell you about the Donington Festival. If you've done it properly, you can't remember it, can you?
I'll go home and tell my friends. They'll all go well.
Very excited, really, and just approached it the way I think the only way you can do with just going out there and doing it.
At the home of heavy metal. And
on the second stage, you know, you've got a band like the Wildhearts, who I think are going to have a great day. It's going to be really good for them. I think Terrorvision are going to do very well. And, you know, good luck to all the bands on the second stage, because I think the second stage adds a new dimension to Donington, which is very important. You know, it's good to show that it's not the festival that it was maybe, you know, 2 years ago. It's moved on.
It's great. It's tidy. It's wicked. It's fucking right on. It's fucking tidy. I love it.
It's a great idea. Really, really good idea. I mean, I personally would stand in front of that stage alone, because I want to see all the bands that are on there. Cry of Love, Headswim, Skin, Therapy on that stage, aren't they? It's just going to be great. The problem is darting from one end of the field to the other. It's like, I've got old legs.
And I've met people from Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales, Norway, Sweden. You meet them from everywhere, and the best is they all want to rock. Everyone wants to rock. Yes!
I think it's really, you know, it's a fine selection. I mean, it's moved away from the, you know, the traditional kind of dinosaur rock image that Donington's had, and you know, I mean, just reflects the current climate a lot more. Really, you know, there's a great mixture of bands.
We suffer for our worth. Silently we're sleeping. Silently we burn. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, we are children. Oh, we are.
Probably one of the sort of kind of least metal bands on the bill are Headswim Clove. Like myself, I'm not a great big fan of heavy metal, so it's kind of weird to be here, but it felt really good. It was a really good reception from everybody. We can't grumble.
Got an album coming out in September, full of 10 new songs. Got a track Dead on there that's already been released on an EP, Tense Moments. So, yeah, coming out in September.
Hopefully be touring through most of summer, doing our own headline UK tour. We've supported Poor and Tool, a couple of American bands over the last 6 months or so, but we think it's about time, thank you Chloe, that we did our own show, you know, do a proper hour-long set, you know, to all our fans and that, people who really want to see us do new stuff.
Silently we sleep. Silently we burn.
When we played today, there was a good portion of the crowd that was really positive to us, you know, and then there's another portion of it that's not, because they're not there to see you. When you play in a club, usually, I know if I go to a club and pay $10 to go in to see a band, it's somebody I want to see. I don't go just to go, you know, so you're sort of preaching to the converted in clubs, where you're trying to, in this kind of situation, you've got your fans, but there's also people
No time for that. You play in 30 minutes. You want to go up there, go down as well as you can in a short amount of time. So you have to sort of do a bit of self-editing, as far as your songs go and your list goes. So yeah, you kind of tailor it. I noticed when I saw Zach play a bit ago, he just played 2 songs on his album, played War Pigs, Sweet Home Alabama, and another song that was really heavy. So I know that he had in mind, that if he was going to go down well, that he couldn't go up there and just play a bunch of stuff that nobody, maybe wasn't interested in or whatever. So yeah, I think it's definitely a tactical move.
In the heat of the morning, in the eye of the sun, hear the wind stops blowing, see the horse and the gun. Now the peace by being spoken, all the promises are broken. The heat.
It's great.
What's going on in this world today? I'm a man on a mission. I got something to say to the man in the east and the man in the west. Tell me a reason for making this mess. You're selling your soul. You're doing it again for the money. The rich get rich and the poor stay poor for the money.
We're going to be touring again in July, August, and
Depending on today.
depending on today, yeah. But yeah, we're going to do another UK tour in July, August. So yeah, this basically just tour, get out on the road. That's where we belong, basically.
We'll just go for it, you know. We'll probably end up with egg on our faces, but as long as we've got smiles on those faces as well, that's what matters.
Alice, what's the matter? Alice, what's the matter? Something about you really puts me down. You're the life of the body, you're the toast of the town. Something about you really picks me up like a hot cup of coffee and a hot coffee cup. Feels like a Saturday day, I need to go in. That's a Sunday, perhaps it's open flowing. You can take rolling now the rain is done. But it looks like we're gonna drop the bomb. Alice, what's the matter? Alice, what's the matter? Alice, what's the matter? Alice, what's the matter?
Shit up. It's really good. I think just the fact that we brought out a second album. Because after the first album, people said they didn't know what we were doing, what we were supposed to be doing, what we were trying to achieve. And when we did the second album, we're still doing the same kind of thing. People says, well, maybe they've lasted that first test and they're still here, so we don't get ignored. And like, it's quite good because we're selling records as well now, as well as making them.
You know I couldn't be me if it wasn't for you. I feel like shit and look like plastic, but I'll get through. You know it's plain to see what's going to do. As long as it don't get too drastic, then we can lose. Don't blame the middleman. Come to me. I'll tell you what I can. All you need. Cut out the middleman. Wait and see.
As far as we're concerned, we've got a summer full of festivals out in Europe. We've got today, we did one down in Brighton, yesterday we're doing Reading. People are into Terrorvision now, and there's people, we've just done an interview with a guy from Israel, you know. We'll play to the people that want to see us, and America obviously commercially is a big nut to crack. I think if people step away though and leave us to do it on our own rather than say, have they done it, have they done it, you know, I think maybe one of us will break through. Once one of us does, we'll all be there behind each other, you know, like the EMF Jesus Jones thing a couple of years ago. And you know, it all goes in cycles. America are playing it really safe at the moment. I mean, the most controversial band in America at the moment are the Counting Crows, do you know what I mean? So we've gone back to middle of the road Eagles City, and I think when they wake up to real things again, maybe that's the time that us and the Wildhearts and Therapy and all this shit can go out there and sort them out.
she got me. She got me. Sucker, sucker, sucker. Why you fucker? Two, three, four.
There you go, those were just some of the highlights of the heavy happenings going on down at the new talent stage at Donington 94, headlined of course by the Wildhearts down there on the new talent stage. A new addition to Donington this year, and I'm joined right now by another special guest who's been enjoying the festivities here at Donington. Warm welcome in the freezing cold to Glenn Hughes. Hi Glenn.
Hey everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm great, a bit cold but weathering it.
You're looking very well indeed. You've come back off some major touring. Tell us what you've been up to since we last chatted.
We just did a Japanese tour. We did 4 sold out shows. Sold out shows in Japan, and we did a live album. My solo band, that is, and that'll be coming out in September. And I've got a week off, and I came to England. And I've never been to Donington before. Can you believe it?
Right.
I grew up 30 miles from here. I've never been here, so.
So what's your impression of it today?
I love it. A lot of my friends are playing here today, so I wanted to come and give them some support and see what it was like. It was great. Yeah.
It's really, really good. Now, you just mentioned to me off camera that you've got a new video for us.
Yeah.
From the album.
From now on, it's called Why Don't You Stay. It'll be airing on MTV Premiere next week.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing that. I mean, what do you think of the lineup here today at Donington? Do you think it's really reflective of what's going on in the scene?
Well, I love Aerosmith, and I also love Pantera, so I have, got the best of both worlds. Just because I'm from the 70s, that doesn't mean to say I don't like what's going on today. I'm a music lover of all kinds of music, especially Pantera. I think they're very, effective. Definitely. I like them a lot.
And what about plans for doing more shows in Europe? Have you got any lined up?
I have a European tour starting the end of August, and hopefully there'll be some UK dates, but we've got some German dates, and we've got some Holland dates, and some Swedish dates, but look out for me, I'm coming your way.
So you're really getting out on the road and doing lots of shows, so that's pretty tiring as well, isn't it?
It is, but it's time for me to do it because I haven't been doing much the last few years, so I'm going to get the next 5 years under my belt and get it really sorted out.
Well, maybe we can come out and join you on the road. That's what I'm hoping for. And I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day at Donington. Nice to see you.
Always a pleasure, darling.
It is. It is indeed. I'll second that. And we're going to take a little bit of a short break now. I think we ought to go and get a nice cup of tea or coffee, wouldn't you say?
Why not?
We'll go into that break, and then coming up after that, you are going to be seeing Extreme. And they're going to be talking to me about their new album, Waiting for the Punchline. So wait for the punchline. It's coming up right after the break. And I'll see you there.
Yo.
Yes, we are having a ball. It's the Headbangers Ball. We're backstage at Donington Monsters of Rock 94, bringing you all the action. And before we go into our next live performance, I've got some more special guests to introduce to you. Hanging out backstage at Donington, it's Gun, and I've got Mark, Jules and Dante with me. And you know, there's so much news to catch up on, you guys. You've got a new album coming out. You've done this fantastic cover version of Cameo's Word Up. Been away for 2 years, so in 2 minutes, what's been going on in those 2 years?
In those 2 years, we've been through everything, but it's all coming to a head now. We've got a new single, as you said, the Cameo song, June the 27th. New album is in August the 1st, it's called Swagger. And we're doing a series of dates, just low-key things starting around England. 14th of June, I think, at the Borderline. 18 shows all over, really small pub venues, and we'll come back hopefully and do bigger shows with the album. Basically can't wait to get back out and start playing again. It's been far too long.
Absolutely. Well, I'll agree with that. So we look forward to seeing Gun out on the road. And you're actually just down now to a 4-piece, is that right?
Yeah, back down to a 4-piece band and stuff. Myself and Mark, again, doing a lot of writing, but also involved Dante. And other people...
Rapper from hell.
Other people had sort of like Alex and Scott, we all had sort of different ideas on where the band should sound, so, you know, Alex is now playing with sort of a Bruce Dickinson and stuff like that, which is great, fantastic. So gutted that you see him in fucking Japan and stuff, you know.
It's worked out well for everyone, so.
But you've got a bit of a new look, so is there a new sound to go with it?
It's heavier than I've ever been. You know, it's just the 4-piece, a lot of people would think that would kind of soften the sound. It's actually hardened it. A lot of the best British rock acts, you know, famous, your Led Zeppelins, your Who's, 4-piece bands, you know, it's just a lot simpler, but it sounds a lot heavier, a lot harder.
Good. I like the sound of that.
It's just like the album. This album's been written sort of just like one guitar part, straight through the whole song and stuff like that, you know, and really back to basics, but it sounds really good though.
Well, we look forward to hearing new stuff coming out next month, I think you said. And, well, I better quickly ask you, you're here at Donington, what is so special about Donington? Can you sum it up in just a few sentences?
It's just I remember just to come here, you know, when you were young, you'd get the bus from Glasgow, you know, overnight, everyone drunk and, you know, lying about. It's just the whole event, you know, the fact of the day, going out for the day, happens once a year, everyone gets together, has a chat, sees their favourite bands, you know, and, you know, you can't break. A festival atmosphere is always brilliant. It's great to play them. You know, unfortunately we're not playing this today, but hopefully...
Maybe next year.
Next year I'd love to do it, you know, when we have product out and things. It's just a festival's a great thing to be a part of, you know, for everyone.
And what do you think of the lineup here today?
I think it's really great, you know. Pantera, we've done some shows with Pantera about a year and a half ago down in Spain, you know, and the fans down there were unbelievable, you know. So I can't wait to go and see them what they're like back sort of in Donington and stuff. I think the lineup's been great, you know, but Pantera, I think, the best band for me.
Good. Okay, well, we've seen a little bit of Pantera in the show, of course. So we're going into our next live performance right now. And tell us who's coming up.
Next up, you're going to see the guys from Boston, USA, Extreme, live from Donington.
Here they are.
Everybody was born in hell. Well, soft hell gonna die in hell.
to the Headbangers Ball. It is our Donington Monsters of Rock special 94, bringing you all the action on stage and behind the scenes. And these guys making a welcome return to Europe. After quite an absence, I'm joined by Nuno and Gary from Extreme. You know these guys very well. So nice to see you. Welcome back to Europe and Headbangers Ball. How are you feeling today?
Good. A bit hungry, but good. Good.
Good.
Good.
Okay, they're good.
I'm sorry, just the roar.
Yes, it's Pantera going on stage, so quite a noise coming from the stage there. Now, you've been doing some festivals around Europe with Aerosmith. You've got your new drummer, Mike Mangini.
Like
That's the correct pronunciation. So just tell me really how things have been going with these shows and the new drummer.
Very lucky enough to get on the Aerosmith tour. We've been waiting for that for a few years, and that's been going good, doing some festivals. Mike Mangini's our new drummer. No hype. He's incredible. That's it.
He's a great drummer.
Yeah.
Great cook.
Yes, and he's a bit of a character as well, because I met him at Rock am Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not allowed to talk to me yet.
Yeah. He hasn't met Gary yet in the band.
No.
We had to audition him, me and Pat.
So just quickly for the record, why did Paul leave the band? Is that was an amicable arrangement?
You know, somebody said to him, you know what, you guys are playing Donington, you're going after Pantera, I'm leaving the band. There's just no way I'm going on after Pantera. No, I mean, no, he just got more involved in the business side of the music business actually, and we would definitely drifting more the other way. You know, we feel better than ever, and we feel like we're growing still, and so that's when Michael came in. To make it long story short, sorry, just saw my mother over there. Just kidding.
So Mike actually was in Annihilator. I think he played on their last album.
He did. And toured. He did Dynamo Festival. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Good. So this is a kind of little bit of a strange situation for you, because you've just finished recording your new album, which I believe is called Waiting for the Punchline.
You are
correct.
I am correct in that.
It is correct.
So now you've come over to Europe, but you haven't got the no product out apart from the first single. So how are you going to be approaching today's show? Are you going to be? How much new stuff are you going to be playing?
We're going to be playing just like two or three new tracks, I'd say. And but today I think is more of a different day. Today is where Extreme gets to perform in front of a crowd who probably a lot of people haven't seen us live, and that probably don't know what we're about, you know. And I think it's good because we're getting a vibe as we're going through all these interviews that the band that shouldn't be on the bill. So it's good to be here so we can get rid of this music Olympics vibe. The toughest man wins. Pantera, Hail Satan, wins, or Extreme is going to win, which we're just going to go up and do our thing. People say you're going to do more than words, you're not going to. So the heck.
It's a good variety of bands, and when we were doing the Aerosmith tour and Donington came up and people were talking about the heavy stuff and all that. As far as we're concerned, any bill that Aerosmith's on, Extreme can be on, and heaviness has nothing to do with loudness.
Heaviness is up here and here. It's not about how many Marshall stacks you have,
But I'd like this interview to get over so I can go see Pantera, because yeah, I'd like to see him. No, I'm lucky.
Cool. Well, that's a good attitude to have, definitely. Good for you. Did Paul play on the new record?
He did. The decision in the amicable split came up during the recording of the record. So with Michael now, New Inspiration, we've actually written a few more songs. So now we're going to rush back. We're stopping our tour early. We're sad to say, because if we don't go back now and record these tracks with Michael, the record won't come out this year. So we had some dates planned at the end of this Aerosmith run, and we'd rather have the record come out this year so we can get back here in the winter, back to Europe and UK.
So very creative period for Extreme by the sound of it.
Yeah.
Give us a little preview of the material that you have laid down. Is it going back?
Can you sing it right now?
Yeah, go on.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
A little preview. What?
Just really, is it going back to kind of more like porno graffiti, or?
No, I think I don't think we'd ever go back to anything. It's just another natural evolution for the band. Just like Three Sides didn't sound like Porno Graffiti, Waiting for the Punchline doesn't really sound like Three Sides. But we don't do anything different. We write songs like we've always done. The biggest difference would be the production. Our approach to the production. Nuno producing the record. We recorded in a big room, and it's closest to what we sound like live. Right. But still controlled. It's obviously not a live record.
Basically, we were rehearsing for the tour, and we said, "Geez, it sounds so great here. Let's just get this. Why do we always have to go in the studio? And it sounds like you're in a studio." So I think we get the closest vibe to us being on stage as we could, anyways.
But I think it's a heavier record. I think lyrically and musically, the band has gotten better. So that's how we feel. So we're excited to put it out. We wish we had something out now.
Vanessa's panicking.
We'll be
It's a
back.
long answer.
We'll be back.
Well, we will be back right after this live performance from Extreme. Here they are at Donington, 1994.
Back here at Donington. We're back here at Donington. Gary's looking for, it's like the end of the Rocky movie, you know, he's looking for Adrian. But he's okay now. He's here.
I'm okay.
He's okay.
Yeah, this is Nuno and Gary from Extreme. We're talking about their new album, Waiting for the Punchline. It's not out until the end of the year, unfortunately. Oh, September. September. But there is a single, There Is No God, and there is no video.
Actually, you know,
we wanted to do a video, damn it.
Normally we wouldn't put something out so soon. We'd wait probably till the summer, but we got the Aerosmith tour, and we wanted.
They made us do it.
Yeah, no, we wanted to come to Europe, and it would have felt stupid if we didn't have any new stuff out. So it's a little premature, but we just released a track. We don't consider it a single or anything. It's just something to introduce people to the new record. I guess you could call it a single.
And are you playing that song today at Donington?
No, we are not playing it today. We've been playing it live, and we just, we're still in that mode where we just can't seem to, because we know the record's not done and it's not out. We can't seem to just be really excited to play this. We're playing a couple of new ones, but that one we're not. It's just tough to get into the mode of a new record when it's not out.
We don't know it yet.
I know.
We don't know it yet.
We have to learn it now.
Now, for the last two albums, Porno Graffiti and Three Sides, in some ways they had like a loose concept to them. Has this new album got any theme running through it?
No, it's just loose. No concept, just loose.
It's like Gary, loose.
Very loose. No, just a record, 11 to 12 songs. That's about it. Some songs were written close to each other, so I'm sure there's a connection, but unconsciously.
Yeah. There's an amazing guitar piece on it. You got to check it out. I'm just kidding. No, there's a piece that we've been doing on tour for the last 2 years. I finally got it. I didn't fit on the last record, so.
Oh, is that the Bumblebee?
No, it's called Midnight Express. It's just an acoustic Latino Turkish prison kind of setting vibe.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, I thought sort of return back to Donington a little bit. Actually, I mean, what do you see as the biggest challenge of playing here today? Is it just kind of coming back to
Dodging cups, yeah. We've been looking forward to this. We're very good dodgers.
Yes.
As you might have heard, the Los Angeles Dodgers. We're very good dodgers.
We're doing calisthenics in the back, and we're working on that.
We're ready.
But we're also our best defense to that is we're filling up ourselves.
Yeah.
We're getting
gonna go back. We got some ammo filled up from the whole day.
No,
So you've heard a few stories about Donington.
Yeah. But we've done a lot of festivals in Europe. I'm sure this is very unique. And is this the 15th year?
It's the 14th.
The 14th year. So we're glad we're on this, and hopefully someday we'll headline it someday.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
or maybe we'll start the show. Who knows?
Start it with more than words.
Yeah, well, that's funny because people have been asking if we're going to do that song, which is a dumb question. Of course we're not going to do that song. No, yeah, we are doing that song.
Well, of course, the festival's a completely different vibe, isn't it? And
yeah, you got to do it. I mean, it's just that's why there's all these different bands. If you had one sound through the whole thing, I think I'd want to leave after 12 hours. So it's good. It's good that Pantera's on. I dig their records a lot, but we're on after them. Big deal. Listen to some music, move on, that's it.
Good for you. Good. So you got a few more stadium arena shows with Aerosmith, and then you're going back to the States, and
we're going back. Probably we're going to record some songs with the new drummer Mike Mangini. And
the great Mancini.
Yeah, and get our record out in September, and hopefully come back here in the fall.
Yeah. First thing I'm doing is I'm going home and getting my hair blued.
Blued.
I want it blue.
I've inspired you.
You've inspired me, unbelievable.
Would that be navy blue or Vanessa blue?
That was Vanessa blue, actually, so.
Well, I'm not really worthy, but there you go. I must say thank you to Nuno and Gary. Always nice to see these guys, especially to see them back in Europe after a break. So I'm certainly looking forward to seeing you. And this is just a little preliminary chat because, of course, when the album comes out and we've had a chance to hear some more material, then we can talk in more depth, and we could talk for hours and hours and hours, couldn't we? We really could. I love talking to you guys. So let's see a little bit more of Extreme live at Donington. We're going into another short break. It's the miracles of modern television.
So we got to run up there now real quick while you go to commercial?
Exactly. That's right. We go to commercial break, and then after that we are going to be reaching the finale of our festivities because we're going to be hooking up with the headliners, the one and only Aerosmith. So stay tuned as Headbangers Ball Monsters of Rock special continues.
Let me see your head. Let me see your head. What am I supposed to do? You know that you're something special, that's something you already knew. Hey kid, the soul will say, you won't listen anyway. I'm gonna tell you, you get further every day.
Well, hello there again. Welcome back to the final part of Headbangers Ball, where we have reached the absolute finale of our coverage of the festivities at Donington 94. There is only one Donington and there is only one Aerosmith. And right now I'm joined by Joe and Stephen. Once again, very nice to see you guys. Been out on tour, now at Donington. How are you doing?
Freezing. Donington, welcome to Siberia. We're going to rock your asses off if you can thaw them out.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be Donington without a bit of rain and a bit of mud.
Well, it's definitely Donington then. We're here.
It is. If it's Saturday, it must be Donington. Now, there's loads to talk to you guys about. And I'd like to start by saying that you were sort of tipped as the headliner for the aborted Donington last year. So did you kind of lock Donington 94 into place sort of at the end of last year, and all these other festivals seem to have fallen into place as well?
Well, you know, I think that even as we were deciding not to do it last year, there was the talk that we were going to be here this year for this one, and they threw a dart at the calendar and said this is when the weather's going to be perfect. So here we are.
It's usually an August endeavor, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I wish it was still August actually, because it's too cold.
Me too. I mean, hunting season's still on. You can see the hounds and it's just a bit frightening.
It is. Now, you've been out doing some big arena shows around Europe. I saw you guys at Rock Hammering. Lovely, brilliant show. Really enjoyed it. You've actually got in some territories that you hadn't played before. And how do you feel like getting to know Europe a lot better than you've had the chance to in the past?
Oh, definitely. We've been
Prague,
we've been out.
Prague and Poland, and I mean a whole lot of places. You know, it's like it's a real trip to go places you've never been before and be received so well.
Also, places where they said you'd never go. You know, I haven't been brought up when we were brought up. I mean, that was like the evil East. You know, behind the Iron Curtain, and to go and play there now and be accepted and actually have them singing along with our songs. It's great.
Well, they're some of the most dedicated fans in the world. For sure, they're fantastic fans.
Yeah, well, we owe a lot to MTV too. I mean, I clearly saw over there in an audience, of 30,000 Polish kids that have never seen us play live before, and they're doing their best to sing along with the lyrics that they've seen it somewhere before.
Yeah.
They've seen that face somewhere before.
Now, you played Donington back in 1990 when you were joined on stage by Jimmy Page. Kind of got any surprises lined up for us tonight?
Well, we've got Jimmy again.
Well, I don't
Jimmy,
know.
come here a minute. No, I don't know what we got.
I don't know. He may come. I don't know if he's going to make it today. But no, the set we're going to do is going to be different than the set we've been playing around. Mm-hmm. So that's the most important thing, I don't know.
You're going to be doing some kind of older material.
Yeah.
Stuff that we got a chance to play out in Japan. Like I said, we played a lot of places where we got the temperature, the feeling of the crowd and the audience and what songs they used to like, and so we started upgrading or downloading the set a little and changing it around. And somewhere the fourth night of Budokan in Tokyo, we said, wait a minute, this is the set we need to play at Donington. So Joe got the gleam in his eye, and so it's going to be good.
Shut up and dance. Oh, shut the fuck. Shut up and dance. Love has got me down. Feel just hit the ground. So I started writing you this song, but the words I wrote came out wrong. Shut up and dance. Shut up and dance. You know what I'm talking about. Well, honey, when you can't define the crime, then life ain't worth a dime. When they take away everything you got, they rub your nose in the fucking spot.
Now, there's a very varied lineup here today at Donington. Obviously, another band from Boston, Extreme. But I was wondering how involved were Aerosmith in choosing the bands to play on the bill today?
Well, we've seen some of these other guys playing, like Sepultura. We saw them in South America, and we were just kind of, there was nobody that we wouldn't want on the bill, so they just kind of ran the list by us, and we said okay,
Terrorvision.
Yeah.
I like them.
Good. Yes, it's great. It's a really diverse lineup.
Yeah.
Now, you have been on the road for so long since the release of Get a Grip, and I was just wondering how do you kind of keep things fresh and challenging and interesting, and is the road a creative place as well? Do you get to actually find that jamming and writing new songs helps keep things fresh?
Well, I think just pulling new songs out of the past and throwing them in the set does it. We really don't get much of a chance to write stuff, and on the road. But playing for different places and trying the different songs out that we've got. Who needs to write new ones? We've got a whole bunch of old ones.
Yeah, right.
There you have it.
We were just in the studio a couple of weeks ago, working on songs for the new Greatest Hits record, and we wrote about 4 or 5 new songs.
Wow.
And we took a couple of weeks off and did that, and we're going to Italy next week to record some of them. So, you know, we keep our hand in it.
Definitely. So when's the Greatest Hits album coming out? Have you got a release date for that?
November. Yeah.
November. I think we're going to call it Big Ones.
Big Ones. And there might be a couple of new tracks on there, were you saying?
Definitely. They will be on there. We're going to cut them next week. And we've already written them, and we like them.
Now, when you're playing in Europe, I was just wondering that the European audience is most familiar with your last 3 records. Do you find it a little bit frustrating that they don't know the older material as well?
I don't know. They seem to recognize a lot of the stuff. I mean, even in Eastern Europe, we were playing stuff like, you know, Train Kept a Rollin', and, you know, obviously they know Walk This Way and Dream On and Sweet Emotion. I don't know. People know all those, you know. I was really surprised in Japan. They were like, I mean, we were getting letters from 16-year-old girls requesting the first 2 albums, you know. They really go deep there.
Definitely.
Rats in the Cellar. Good stuff.
But, you know, we'll see tonight.
Good. We will see tonight. We'll see a little bit of Aerosmith live in just a moment. Now, obviously, a festival isn't as intimate as playing like a hall or whatever. So I was wondering, how do you kind of keep that intensity up over a 2-hour live show? Do you find that you feed a lot more off the band members? I mean, particularly for you, Stephen, do you find that you feel a lot closer to the band because the audience is so far away?
Yeah, that tends to happen. You kind of turn around, you know, and face the guys. But, you know, one of the secrets that we found is to really not care so much about the songs that we're going to play for the kids as opposed to keeping it fresh and up for us. Because if we keep the vibe going on stage and get off, and as long as we sprinkle it with a few of the hits, you know, we keep it more up than down than it can ever get down. Yeah, it's a big drag that, you know, I'm 18 feet off the ground and 42 feet from the audience, and, you know, there's just nothing you can do about it. And trust me, I've tried. You know, except for get a cherry picker or something, a rope swing. It's like you can't do it. But usually, with the magnitude of an audience like this, what is it, 40,000 out there?
Mm-hmm. More than that, more like 60.
50, yeah. 60. You know, you just, if they blow all at once, the stage will go over. So you get the feeling, you get the vibes.
It's 60. I'm getting nervous. I thought it was 40. It wasn't going to be a big deal, but now 60. That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
When the whole gang bangs, tell me that, what's your excuse? Honey, you got the fever. Yeah, fever, baby, when you ain't there. I try to kiss my chest with me and left to read the chair. We are here, but we're not over there tonight.
Off. I mean, from what I know of you guys, I would say that you are enjoying yourselves more now than at any other time in your career. Is that true?
Well, we can remember more about the times that are fun than, hey man, where did we play last night? I mean, you know, yeah, especially when you play places you never played, you feel like, you know, you came, you saw, you conquered, you know, you're raping and pillaging and working your way across the land, and it's really a trip. I mean, we just came from South America. We've never been there, and there were 80,000 people. So, I mean, it just, you know, it keeps it cool.
Yeah, so today is 20,000 less than South America, Joe.
Yeah, but I think they'll make up for it here, I think.
So there's a Greatest Hits album to look forward to from Aerosmith. Also, I heard a rumor of a live album.
Well, we've been recording. We're recording tonight, as a matter of fact, and we're just going to keep putting stuff away in the can, and probably in the next 2 years we'll have a live record that'll mean something.
Well, thank you both very much for joining me just prior to your Donington performance. And little chap over there is waving at me, telling me to hurry up. I've got about 50 more questions for you. We haven't got time, so I hope I'll catch you again very soon. You will. Good luck, Donington 94, and thanks for talking to us. And we're just going to finish this Donington special the only way we can finish it. We are going to show you a little bit of Aerosmith taking Donington 94 by storm. Yet another brilliant 2-hour plus show. Check some of it out right now and check these guys out on the road. This coverage of Donington and Monsters of Rock 94. That was headliners Aerosmith live on stage. Aren't they just so brilliant? And just to finish up here, I'm going to have a very quick chat to somebody who is definitely an expert on Donington Monsters of Rock, having headlined the event no less than twice. I hardly need to introduce this gentleman standing next to me. It's Bruce Dickinson. Good evening, Bruce. How are you doing?
All right. Yeah, I sound like an expert witness here.
Now you have had quite an interesting day, seeing things from a slightly different perspective, because you've been doing interviews and so on yourself. Tell me a little bit about your day.
Well, yeah, I've just been talking to the bands just before they go on stage, and doing a couple of minutes with them and trying to, you know, provoke a bit of interest, because normally people just say the same old things like, isn't it great to be playing Donington? And this year there's a bit of sort of, you know, there's a bit of controversy about a few of the bands.
Yeah, which is good.
You know, yeah, so it's worth asking the questions.
Good. Now, you know, as we've been saying throughout this show, this is the first time that there's been 2 stages at Donington, and I was just wondering if I could have your views on the new talent stage. Do you think that's a very positive thing and the way forward for Donington to keep up with what's happening in rock and metal?
I think some of the new talent should have been on this big stage, actually.
Yeah. Biohazard.
Yeah, Biohazard. It's funny, you know, because they understood they like trashed the dressing room and everything and blah blah blah, and everybody's wandering around going, oh, the naughty boys, oh, we'll never ask them back again. I mean, like, hang on a minute, I was under the impression it was supposed to be a rock and roll gig.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean,
absolutely.
You know, oh, it's, pardon me for being, you know, whatever.
So you've got a lot to talk about as well, although this isn't really the best time because we'd like to catch you sort of a more appropriate time, but you've got your new album coming out, Balls to Picasso.
I don't want to mention I've got the new album out on Monday.
On Monday?
I don't
Good.
want to mention that.
Tell us more about it.
It's called Balls to Picasso and it's out on Monday. No, I mean, I don't want to, you know, don't want to mess with anybody else's program, because this is really Aerosmith's day, you know.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Good. Well, we will speak to you again very soon, I'm sure. What about touring for you? Are you going to get out on the road in Europe?
Oh yes, well, I've been out already. I mean, I've been like.
You mean doing promo?
I mean, yeah. I mean, but I've been doing like little acoustic shows and in stores and little vibes, and you know, and looking forward to getting out. I think September is the time we're going to be out. Very young band.
Yeah?
Oh,
Tell us
yeah.
who have you got in the band?
Well, Alex Dickinson used to be with Gun on guitar.
Brilliant. He's fantastic.
Yeah, and got a young bass player and a drummer. Until we have pictures taken, you know, it's not worth giving names out, but the drummer's 19 from Rome and the bass player's 24 as well.
So very cosmopolitan as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's great to work with people that are like that pumped up about going out.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing you out on the road. We're sure we'll catch up with you again very soon. Thanks for talking to us at Donington. Any final comment just to close the show?
Yeah, I'm going to go out and do what everybody does at festivals now. I'm going to go and get drunk.
Fantastic. Save a beer for me. Thank you very much, Bruce. Well, the sun is setting on Donington Monsters of Rock 94, and it is time for us to say good night. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the festival. I've certainly enjoyed being here. We'll be back in the studio next week with a regular edition of the show. Lots of new videos to look forward to, but I can't really remember any of them. So, Bruce is just trying to tickle me here. So we'll say
You're
goodbye.
not ticklish then?
No, I'm not.
Anywhere?
And I don't really drink either, but I'm inclined to come and have a beer with you. So should we go and have a beer?
I think it's a good idea.
Goodbye from Donington.
Camera off first.
See you soon. Good night.
Hello there, welcome to the night shift.